Welcome, juniors, to your fourth college readiness webinar. What pathways to my long-term goals? Today's objectives: you will all be able to connect the careers and passions you have been exploring to a concrete next step pathway. We're going to discuss where we are in our concrete next step journey. What is Summit's vision? Summit's results? What are the different post-secondary pathways? How to connect them? We're going to identify our personal advisory board. We are going to debrief with our mentor group, and we are going to complete college readiness action items. You can pause the video wherever you want to take the time you need to process. So where are we in our journey? In the last 3 webinars, we imagined and thought about our long-term goals and the possible careers that aligned with our skills, our values, and our passions. Now we are in the planning phase. In the planning phase, we want to connect those goals to a post-secondary pathway. Summit's vision. We are dedicated to ensuring every student can lead a fulfilled life, one with purposeful work, financial security, fulfilling personal relationships, engagement in the community, and the physical health needed to engage in a daily life. A 4-year college degree remains the most likely path to economic mobility and well-being. We want to keep the 4-year college door available and open while you are at Summit all the way through to your senior year. Summit is a college preparatory high school. That means that since day 1 of stepping into our schools, you are preparing to be successful in a 4-year college. Cognitive skills and content knowledge support you to be academically ready for college. Habits of success build your behaviors and mindsets to be successful in college. 100% of you are eligible to have a 4-year college option on your list of possible pathways just by being a Summit student. So what are the post-secondary pathways? Let's review. We heard from a few alumni, some Summit faculty, and even professionals of what their pathways were. These different options were all referred to as post-secondary pathways after high school. Let's review what those were. A 4-year college or university are institutions that offer bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees. Trade or vocational schools train individuals to become qualified professionals in occupations that do not require an associate's or a bachelor's degree. Securing a job and entering the workforce is an option after graduation to earn money, gain skills, experience. Securing an internship or an apprenticeship similarly can be paid or unpaid, but be used to give you on-the-job training or try out different careers. Community college is an institution that offers associate's degrees that allow individuals to earn professional certificates, improve their transcripts, or pay a lower price for general education, and serve as a pathway to a 4-year degree. Finally, a gap year is a variety of length where you take an educational break, and it is typically taken right after high school before starting college. So we're going to connect our long-term goals to one of these pathways. So how do we connect them? This task card will help you dive deeper into all of those possible pathways. So in the task card, there is an introduction, some directions. You are going to fill out this table as you begin your research into the different pathways that could be possible after high school. Later, you will reflect on what those pathways are, which ones are you considering, which ones are you not considering. Please use this resource, Next Steps info sheet, to help you fill out that table. It just gives you a lot more in-depth information of each pathway. Eligibility requirements, what the typical careers look like if you were to receive that degree or if you were to choose that pathway. Please use the webinar to figure out how you can connect your goals, your passions, your skills to one of these pathways. So today we're going to identify who our personal advisory board will be. Remember, in the first webinar, we discussed what the personal advisory board was. As a reminder, an academic advisor. This person is an educator who you feel close with, who has knowledge of you as a student and as a human. Often this person is a student's mentor, but it can be any educator that is familiar with your summit academic work. A financial advisor. This person is a close family member who is most familiar with your financial resources. Often this is a parent or a guardian. And a confidant. This person is a close friend, a peer, your bestie, or a family member of yours who can speak to your overall personal well-being. Ideally, this is someone whose opinion is often considered and trusted on a deep level. Some other folks that we encourage, but it's not required as additional members, can be additional peers, other family members, an auntie, a grandma, grandpa, community role models like a coach or your pastor at your local church, any additional teachers that have helped you throughout your academic journey. Why is a personal advisory board important? In making important life decisions of any kind, it is human nature to turn to multiple perspectives with different connections or expertise to consider what's important and how to make the decision. For example, in the business world, this is why companies build a board of directors to provide guidance and support to ensure that the business is growing in the right direction. As individuals, we can use this practice as we go through the process of planning and navigating life after high school by asking questions to those that know us or have connections to opportunities that we can explore. We can get the most out of our chosen pathway or even be exposed to alternative paths we may not have originally considered by just discussing our goals with our personal advisory board members. Remember, when you identify your personal advisory board and you reach out to them, you want to make sure that they know there'll be two things you will be most likely needing support with. The first, they should be available periodically to consult you regarding any current thoughts, any dreams, any aspirations, any questions, and research about your potential next steps. And two, provide feedback to help you choose your best fit next step. So think through who those three members are, or maybe more. Now it's time to debrief with your mentor group. What did you hear? Why is this work important? What did this make you think about? What questions do you still have? You can discuss who might be your personal advisory member. Ask your mentor now. You can pause the video here. Welcome back. I hope you had a meaningful debrief, some good questions, and you asked your mentor to be your member. So for the rest of the block, you're going to complete college readiness action items. The first one, start connecting your long-term goals with a possible post-secondary pathway by exploring what those different pathways are and diving deeper with our task card. Identify your 3 personal advisory board members or more. And 3, discuss your pathways with your personal advisory member and start getting some feedback if possible. If you're finished early with these, you can explore the College Readiness website. We have a multitude of resources available for students in all grade levels, so feel free to start exploring as you continue your concrete next step journey. If you have questions throughout the block, please feel free to G-chat us at collegereadiness@summitps.org, or you can email us outside of this block with any questions that you might have or any additional resources that you might need. We would be happy to connect with all of you.